fantasy. To the left is Town Hall. Straight ahead is a rather giant Mickey pumpkin and Disneyland Castle. It's just there. And behind me is the Disneyland Railroad.
Your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited is now moving for a trip around Walt Stop and on your This is Main Street Main Street U.S.A. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And while these watch your children. Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias. Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square. Shaman. People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months that it takes by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fuels these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moves west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos en el brazos. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see
the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the train at all times. And please supervise your children. And please keep small children away from any train opening. Our next stop will be New Orleans Square.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
We are now arriving in New Orleans Square. The first stop for Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square, Bayou Country, and Riverboat, California. Please remain seated until the train has come to a complete stop. Before we approach the stop for Rise and Over Distance, it's beyond as Bayou Adventure. the Haunted Mansion Holiday, and many more. Please remain seated until the train has gone to a full and a complete stop. This is Warren Square.
I know you're curious to see what's inside. It's what happens when two holidays collide.
Time since their last feeding, so step away from the walls, or it is you they will be eating.
Oh, we're going dark.
Was the nightmare before Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was peaceful, not even a mouse. The stockings, all hung by the chimney with care, when opened that morning, would cause such a scare. The children, nestled all snug in their beds, would have nightmares of monsters and skeleton heads.
Nothing here was forgotten. It all was so Make some fine Christmas present. The man's plans makes a wonderful dream. As long as you don't go Jack's holiday was unlike no other. So bring out the bells, then more cheer to uncover.
On the 13th day of Christmas, my ghoul love gave to me 13 rings of power, embracing strength that never ends. 12 signs of the zodiac that rule the future and transcend. 11 candles floating, their scent of mystery in the air. 10 telling tea leaves
With some treats and some games, you'll never see that. Why, even a gingerbread house could seem scary. Once, he falls deep into the eyes. Happy holidays, everyone! What's your name? Don't be shy. It's Christmas! Have you been good this year?
Safe and sound. Here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friend, one final word of advice. Once you've entered the chamber of destiny, look not into the eyes of the idol. That would be dangerous. Very dangerous. Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near. Already I am envious of the wonders that await you, if you are with the eyes of love.
Temple of the Forbidden Eye continues to beckon visitors from around the globe. They've all heard the tantalizing tales. The matronly movie star made young again. The paupers who became Rockefellers in these ruins. But a darker tale has surfaced. Many visitors and claiming loved ones have disappeared inside. Could it be they looked into the eyes of the idol? The reports reach Indiana Jones, who returns to the site of his great discovery. Our newsreel camera follows Dr. Jones as he enters the temple. 1 week later, and still no Indiana Jones. Could Jones himself have locked eyes with the idol? Or will he solve the riddle of the lost tourists? When, and if he does, Eye on the Globe will be there.
Oh, my friend! The brakes may be needing a little adjustment. Easy on the curves.
You have chosen love. This path leads to timeless youth and reality. You open my eyes. Your path now leads to the gates of doom.
You have to look! Sit!
cruise. We've just come off the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland. It's a 45-minute queue. If you've been to Animal Kingdom in Florida, it's very, very similar to the dinosaur ride. The vehicle does a lot of motion throwing you about. It wasn't my favourite, but nice to do it anyway. It's one of those rides, if you don't do it and you're in California, you think, oh, I missed the Indiana Jones ride.
No,
It wasn't for me. The Pirates is 5 minutes. Okay.
Delicious. It may take a while though.
That's quite nice, isn't it? Wee restaurant there. You ready to try there?
I really like that.
Eh?
I really like that.
Try that if you want. Really nice, isn't it?
Very pretty.
Feels like the one in France, but maybe. It does. It's really different.
Very different. Water for my tea. I was like, I go, serious. Like, yeah. I just have like, who I talk to, I think. Yeah. And she was she's like, yeah, if it's in my manager's office, she's like, we really need another supervisory DNA experience because we lost Brad. And I was like, yeah, so friends with utility. And she's like, oh, a little bit about it. And then we went to more
Forsaken adventurers on the old pirates, eh? Sure, you've come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates. And hold on tight. With both hands, if you please. There'll be swallow ahead. And Davy Jones waiting for them.
survived the fastest way again.
No fear have ye of evil curses, says you. Properly warned ye, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will strike the greedy beholders of this bewitching treasure.
Sending hints at Davy Jones. It's the Rumblers. Drink up the artist.
Weigh anchor now, you swabbies. What be I offered for these hearty heads? Every one an egg layers.
Sir tell you once, Captain Jack Sparrow, you'll never find the treasure without a look at this here map and this lovely key to the treasure.
dinners. Lastly, skullduggery and a cigarette. Bring up with me, Auntie Yo-Ho. Yo-Ho, yo-ho, the flower aside from me. I raise a toast to one of my many shipmates once at sea. Salute, as a me. Drink up with me, Auntie Yo-Ho. Rascals and scoundrels, villains and knaves. Drink up with me, Auntie Yo-Ho.
It's only a 5-minute wait. Comparing it to the one in Florida, it's again completely different. You feel the ride's kind of going backwards a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. I think it was over 5 minutes long, quite a few drops as well. It's neat to try something that you know pretty well than I feel you don't know it at all. Our phones are dying quite quickly, so we're going to go and try and find some charging pods. I think they're about $38 each. If that helps us stay in the park a little bit longer, let's give that a try.
My name is Skipper Sam and I will be your skipper for as far as we get. There's a couple of safety tips before we get too far into the jungle. Please remain seated at all times. Not hands on. Let's stay inside the boat. Parents, please supervise your children. Children, please supervise your parents. Sometimes they are words. Now, if you take a look to your right-hand side, we have the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, where world-famous archaeologist Indiana Jones searches for the world's greatest treasure. Now, I don't know why he's looking all the way in there. Clearly, I'm right here. Now, if you look to your left-hand side, we have a Himalayan tiger. Now, sometimes Himalayan over here, Himalayan over there. Right now, I'm standing. If you look a little up ahead, we do have king cobras. Now, king cobras are said to be some of the deadliest snakes in the world. And fun fact, they travel in packs of 4. You can even count them. 1, 2, 3. Ah, shit! Sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Well, I'm sure that won't come back to bite us. Moving on. Alright, now we are turning into the ancient Indian elephant swimming pool. Ooh. Looks like the whole first here today. That's quite unheard of. Try and take as many photos as you'd like, friends. They do have their sunshine. If you look straight ahead, we have our friend Bertha. Bertha's a great example for why you don't be in the shower too long. You turn into an elephant. Almost happened to me once. Just kidding. I don't shower. Now, if you take a look to your right, or get down. Yeah, first an old buddy of mine, an old friend, a little bit of a joke here. Oh, no, no, no. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down! Just kidding. Just a little dry humor for you. Here on the Jungle Cruise, we would prefer to ooh, that looks dangerous. Let's get closer. Now we're entering into a gorilla camp. Look, we have gorillas dancing, gorillas with guns. Ooh, I think we know what's called the Sean command here. And look, they flipped over that truck. When in doubt, watch your police. Now, if you look to your left-hand side, we have bamboo. Bamboo is meant to grow 6 stories tall. I'll see 7, but that's a whole other story. Now, if you look straight ahead, you see something beautiful, something breathtaking. And if you look past me, you'll see Schweitzer Falls, founded by Dr. Albert Falls. We'll be going over off the distance here. Right now, we're sitting in the world's longest river. It goes on for miles and miles. And if you don't believe me, you're in? Denial. A boat is the longest river in the world. That is correct, right? Now, if you look to your left-hand side, we have the world's only African bull elephant. Yeah, they're known for their big ears and great memories. I've been told I have a great memory. If you look to your right-hand side, we have the world's only African bull elephant. Yes, they're going to be known for their big ears and great memories. I've been told I have a great memory. And now we are turning into the African belle. The African belle is going to be known for a wide variety of wildlife. We have giraffes, gazelle, the zebras, the lions. And would you look at that, but the lions are taking care of that, obviously sleeping. The zebra, that's right, kids, that's how they sleep. With their eyes wide open and full of fear. Let's let it rest in peace. bottom there, that's Skipper Felix. Today was Skipper Felix's birthday. And it's looking like his last. But let this be a lesson to us all. Don't get into an argument with the rhino. They always get their point across in the end. And now we turned into the hippo pool. Now these very same hippos took 6 boats last week. Don't worry, only 5 of them were mine. So let's see if we can make it through today. Go ahead and cover your ears, friends. Let me try something. Ooh, hear that one too. To all of my animal lovers out there, don't fret. That animal was my mind. Wait. Come back, oftentimes my parents tell me, Skipper Sam, you're a dog is so easy. Even a monkey can do it. I don't know where they get that idea from, and honestly, it's phenomenal. And wouldn't you know, those are actually chimpanzees. Yeah, I tell you the difference, but the long tail. Now, if you look to your left-hand side, you have this lovebird. When you look at that, they still get the other butterflies. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the most wondrous, the most stupendous, the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water! Woo! And now for the equally exciting 9th wonder of the world, the front side of rock! Woo! Yeah! I don't know what to tell you. I find it quite marvelous. A lot of skippers these days, they just take it for granted. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too sentimental. As we continue on, can anyone tell me the difference between a boa and a python? No feathers. So up ahead, we have a python. Alright, and while we're here, here's a great opportunity for me to point out some of my favorite plants. That one's green. That one's also green. If you look behind you, that one's also green. That one's tall. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, while we're waiting, was it anyone's first time on the Jungle Cruise today? Yeah? Oh my gosh, me too! We were in the same boat, huh? Is it anyone's last time on the Jungle Cruise? Wrong answer. You can take your stuff right there. Is it anyone's birthday today? Well, wouldn't you know, the Jungle Cruise actually has its very own birthday song. If you could all join me. Go ahead, you can start clapping along. Yep. Happy birthday! Alrighty, and as all things I conclude, we do end this stop. Here we are at the Slingers and the stop. Go ahead, take a look, see the other. If you're wondering why it says Boston down at the top, well, Bob, our treasures for the next for you, and found our amazing deals at rock bottom prices. Yeah, if you look in the left, that monkey's going for a record. Here we have a deal on that wheel. It'll never steer you wrong. Here's our friend Ellie. That's water from that over there. Nice. And are you all ready for your Jungle Cruise picture on the count of 3? Smile at those little monkeys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do you think we actually pay that monkey? No. We get face exposure. Now, Katie Charlie actually sponsored by Tropical Hideaway. Has anyone seen there today? Fun dining at it. Oh. A couple of skippers turned out to be just there last week. They didn't take up. Then the food tasted a little funny. Now, just a friendly reminder, please remain.
So far today we've been on the Disneyland Railroad. I want to call it Walt Disney Railroad, but Disneyland Railroad in California. Out onto Haunted Mansion. which has got a Oogie Boogie and Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. It was really unusual. It felt kind of like a Beetlejuice type thing, which I suppose is very similar to the world of Tim Burton. Trying the Indiana Jones ride felt a bit like Dinosaur in Animal Kingdom in Florida. Just came off a Jungle Cruise. I really enjoyed that.
I'd have to like really.
We went on for miles and miles and miles. I've also had a turkey leg, so I feel a little bit greasy. I think you always have to have a turkey leg. So I had one for lunch. I normally have one at night time, so to have one in the heat felt a bit strange. But it's been a really good day. The only slight concern we've had is our phones are a bit low in battery. I tried to buy one of the full chargers. It only takes cards, so it doesn't take like a contactless facility. So we may head back and charge up the phones and come back again. Forgot Fantasmic was here. So Disneyland get its own version of Fantasmic. I'd love to try that tonight, probably tomorrow. But what I love is the confusion here. You have really no idea where you are.
Passengers aboard!
Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way, and even tell you about a legend or two. We begin our trip right here on the mighty Mississippi, heading south and ending up down in New Orleans. New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. One of those stories involves the old mansion you see over there on the hill. We're now passing Fowler's Harbor. This is home to the windjamming set sail from Boston Harbor in 1787. She rounded Cape Horn and became the first American ship to carry the Stars and Stripes around the world. The most famous landmark in this area is Tiana's Foods, built on an old salt dome and home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. From here, you might spot guests making quite a splash at Princess Tiana's party. Head on over when you get a chance. You're almost there. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is part of Bayou Country, a welcoming wilderness filled with tall trees and tall tales about animals that talk, play music, and sing. While you're in Bayou Country, you might want to grab a paddle and try your hand at the Explorer canoes. You can work up a real good sweat rowing one of those around the river. Me, I'll take the comfort of the Mark Twain Riverboat anywhere. Into the remote areas of the rivers of America, you're in for a real treat. I've been navigating these parts for years now, but I never get tired of taking in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formations, the cascading waterfalls, the moose, deer, and elk along the banks. It's all so magnificent. So peaceful. To the side of the river is an Indian chief, and I do believe he's sending us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Indians. Port side of the river is a wise old sharing a story all of us to hear. He's telling us what happened to our young tribe to take a hollowed out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments. It's a legend from the Dakota passed down from generation to generation. And there, just beyond the shine, is a tribe of Plains Indians setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be here for a few months and then move on. As we continue our journey, keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, mountain lions, and other wildlife. The starboard side is Pirate's Lair at Tom Sawyer Island. Young Tom always said he wanted to be a pilot, and I think I see why. If you're a pilot, you don't need to get up early in the morning and go to school. And you never have to wash your face and hands. All you have to do is just look for treasure all day long. At least that's what Tom Sawyer thought. Back into civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering peaks of Big Thunder Mountain. Rumor has it that the railroad built to haul gold out of the mountain has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned mining camps into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend of the river. Just ahead is the frontier land, where our journey begins. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain Riverboat. At this time, we ask that you prepare to disembark. If you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairway to the right side of the capsule boat offers the quickest and easiest way. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us.
It's sad that the one in Florida's gone, but it's nice that the one in Disneyland's still here. Disneyland mailbox. There's hints of Walt Disney World, isn't there, everywhere?
Yeah.
There's hints everywhere.
The lines aren't even crazy.
Yes, Webb has some of the brightest minds in the world, but I keep things around here pretty chill, so the kids can create the next big idea that will give you the tools to become the next generation of heroes. Come on in, please. The brilliant... Oh! Peter Parker!
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Webb we got access to some pretty awesome tech like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have pin particles and Stark Tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff like these spider bots, for example. Check it out, they have this really cool self-replicating feature.
Because...
This is awesome. Buddy, you could stop doing that now. But anyway, you guys are here today to help us test the Webb Slinger vehicle. Using onboard tech, you will be able to sling webs just like my buddy Spider-Man.
Peter, your presentation is getting away from you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Sharon. If you could just initiate safety protocols, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Problem with that,
So anyway, if you want to sling a web, all you gotta do is sling your arm in the direction you want to shoot the web, and that's it. It's awesome.
Peter, your spider bots are continuing to replicate and are consuming everything in their path.
Oh, They seem to be stuck in self-replication mode. If you could just handle that for me, please.
On it. Contacting Mr. Stark.
Don't call Mr. Stark! Don't call Mr. Stark. Sorry, Shout. Could you just call someone else? Ask them to do it.
Okay. Contacting Spider-Man.
Weird. I'm gonna go find Spider-Man for us all, because he's around here somewhere. Okay, goodbye. Spider-Man!
As you may have noticed,
What I'm talking about!
always good to have the data.
On my way. Just need to find a clear path and somewhere to swing from. Oh yeah, it's go time. Field testing, here I come. Whoa! I can see a castle from here. Woo! Do not hold your applause. Yeah, I did that! I did that!
Looking good, Spider-Man.
Well, I have been working out.
I meant the data.
Yeah, I knew that. Hang on, I'll be right down. I bet this looks cool.
Spellhorn Magic, just a few friendly reminders. If at any time during the performance you feel the need to head out early, please make sure you exit out through the doors on your right hand side.
So we're sitting here with a Starbucks in Disneyland, California. This being our third Disney resort. We've been to Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Paris, and now Disneyland California. Each one totally different. Florida obviously has its abundance of space, 4 theme parks, 2 water parks. Disneyland California being the first one, been opened on July 17th, 1955, followed by Disney's California Adventure in February 2001. What do you think about being in Disneyland California? I think it's absolutely fabulous. The only thing I would say is that we've been in Florida and Paris and hopefully other resorts around the world. You're always comparing Florida to Paris, Paris to California. So as you walk through Adventureland, suddenly something's there that shouldn't be there. But it's a really beautiful park. You can only imagine it's been opened in 1955 and how busy it was. It's another scorching day in California, and outside Disneyland California there was nothing. You look at it now, it's so busy outside. So the line between leaving fantasy and walking from Disneyland California to the reality of the real world is so quick. Whereas Florida, you've got more space to live in the bubble. Would I recommend Disneyland California? Absolutely. I think it's possibly a 10-hour flight from the UK. Highly recommend it. The wait times are really good as well. Maybe 45-50 minutes. Everyone seems really nice. Everyone seems quite chilled out. Almost like Disneyland California is a locals park. Tonight in Disneyland California Adventure closes at 6 PM, as it has Oogie Boogie Bash. We just left Disneyland California, walked over to see how busy it was at Oogie Boogie Bash. The event tonight is totally sold out, so the park closes at 6 PM.
Yeah, I was doing that.
But it's really lovely to see everyone get into the spirit of it. So many unique and wonderful costumes. I wish we got a chance to go, but maybe next time. So I'm doing what Walt would do all those years ago. I'm literally just sitting on the park bench. I'm just watching people enjoy their day. In fact, I could probably sit on this bench all night and watch the sun go down. Wait for the parade to start. Wait for fireworks. And just enjoy being in California.
Like I can see him saying that. Yeah, you see the water? Yeah, we walked on.
Remain firmly seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside. Watch your children and do try to drive your kids with them. I believe that holding.
So that's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride done. Never done it before. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is no longer in Florida. But you can still see Mr. Toad. He's in the pet cemetery in the Haunted Mansion. And Mr. Toad in Paris is now a restaurant. So we're now going on, it's a small world and it's a 5-minute queue. Slightly different from the one in Walt Disney World as it goes outside. Let's go and enjoy. It's a small world.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide los pequeños. Welcome to It's a Small World. Your safety remains inside the boat, and please watch your children.
It's quite different, isn't it?
お客様の安全のため、乗船中は船から腕が足を出さないでください。また、お子様から目を離さないようにお願いいたします。
And now we wait.
ありがとうございます。
This is where the drop bit is.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias. Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain inside the boat and please watch your children. Thank you. ようこそ。お客様の安全のため、乗船中は船から腕や手、足を出さないでください。また、お子様から目を離さないようにお願いいたします。ご協力ありがとうございます。Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias. Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please watch your children. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se retira de los embarques. Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Boot sitzen, bis es zu einer vollständigen Haltung.
Well, it's a small world done. It's only a 5-minute wait. I actually think it's better than the one in Florida. But the song just repeats itself. If you listen to the words of children singing about harmony and peace in the world, it's actually not a bad thing, really, is it?
Another friendly reminder that the monorails will be closing at 8:30 for the nighttime spectacular holiday.
You want to ride on the train? Okay, we're waiting for the train.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We are now beginning to station and back. For a safe trip, please consider keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the cabin. Be sure to watch your children as their the latest generation of Disneyland Railroad, where locals can introduce this is Disney's California Adventure, where you'll find Disney stories told in exciting new ways. And towering fortress in the distance is home to the Toontown attraction, where the collector showcases its newest acquisitions, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Simplicity, land of sea wonders, where you can experience the beauty and exhilaration of free flight in Soaring. Is Disney's great
can tell the little kids love the roller coaster.
We are now arriving at downtown Disney Station, gateway to the downtown Disney District and the Disneyland Resort Hotel. If you will be leaving your ship and returning later today, please hold on to your park ticket and leave the station. You may report the monorail for a return trip to Tomorrowland up until 1/2 hour prior to Disneyland closing. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop and the doors have opened. Then gather your belongings, lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the left of the monorail.
They're just
Thank you.
It's about 25 minutes long. Yeah, Rivers of America long frontier long.